What is up, everybody? It is Wick here, and I'm hitting some garage sales this morning, looking for treasure, things I can sell online, make some money. And the first sale I stopped at, you can see there's some stuff here. Some DVDs I don't want, some decorations I don't want, but I see this GE vintage alarm clock for $2, and it's not a style or model I come across very often, so I decided to buy that, give it a shot, see how much money I can make. Couldn't find any super reliable comps on it, but we'll try it. Here's a Panasonic fan vintage with the blue fan blade, and you know what? I ended up passing on it because I already have fans listed. I don't have the space. It was super dirty, and yeah, I just decided to pass on it. At least I think. I'm like, I don't know if I want to buy that. And someone else ended up buying it, actually a viewer of the channel. Bought it, so at least it went to a good home. But yeah, I got enough fans right now to deal with. Big stuff. I'm trying to just limit buying stuff like that. It's probably a $40, $50 fan. It's a pretty good fan, honestly. It's a smaller one. I forget what it was priced. It was priced pretty good. So this sale I've been to actually twice this year, in the spring, in the fall. Multiple times in past years, and they always seem to have stuff like these sealed handheld games, which some of these can be really big money. What did I pay for these? I don't even remember now, but I ended up grabbing them. Well, I didn't grab the blackjack because the batteries inside weren't working, and it's just not a high valuable one anyway. So always happy to find some of those. What else can I get here? Now, I got some G.I. Joe accessories, I think one time. Another time, I got a John Deere tractor I made money on. Seems like some Merrill or Keen shoes. Here's a Jordan Jumpman hat, I believe. I ended up passing on that. How much was that? I can't even see. I think it was youth size or something, and I have a Jordan hat like that, just not moving. I have it listed, so yeah, I just decided to pass on that. Some of those hats, though, can be really good. That one seemed a bit basic. Lots of clothing, lots of children's clothing, which I don't mess with. I'm sure there's some great stuff in children's clothing that can sell on eBay, but generally not for me. Look at this sale, some vintage video games. You get super excited when you see this stuff, then you see the price. $90 for that Genesis and game. Just not worth it, right? Stuff just too high. Same with the Xbox, which was like $90. Got some PlayStation 2 games here, which they're just the reject sport games. You know, people's already went through this stuff. It's obvious. But I did end up getting some good garage sale finds for the day. However, I am in Goodwill now, and I got some decent stuff in my cart. Got a crock pot that was only $1.99. I parted that out. Already sold all the parts. Made some good profit. All those coffee makers that have been sitting there, still there, just basic ones. And here's a bag. Mystery bag. I'm not even sure what was in there, but I was not interested. Past Wick did not care. So future Wick isn't going to care. I guess present Wick. And future Wick isn't going to care either. What am I talking about? We're looking for stuff on the Goodwill shelves. Lots of toys, and that's one good thing about this Goodwill is they get a lot of donations. A lot of stuff gets put on the shelf. Unfortunately, prices are going up. Here's a $10 puzzle. Some puzzles are worth picking up at $10. Not that one. I already checked that before. I feel like I pick it up every time because I'm like, ooh, a sealed puzzle. And it's like, oh, this is that same one that gets me every time. So, board games. Yeah, actually, the other day in this Goodwill, there was a $15 board game. And I don't know why. It was a Family Feud game. I don't think it's worth that at all. But, yeah, just kind of crazy that they price that stuff high like that. And we got Halloween stuff. Anything exciting? Is this the day I pick up Halloween goodies? Here's a Halloween candle. It looks vintage. That's pretty cool. Maybe should have bought that. I just sold some vintage, like 1920s, 1930s Halloween candles. The Gruely, I believe is how you pronounce that. I sold 3 of those, just little candles for $60. So yeah, worth picking up if you see those. Pumpkin. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is newer. Of course, I'm looking for the older stuff, the collectible stuff like Department 56 Villages, which I never see. Over here, I see some of these canning jars and flip it over to see the number, and you see someone's already pulled the tag to the side to check it out. Seeing if it was number 13, those have a bit more value, kind of worth picking up to sell, I guess. Maybe not at $5 though. I guess they throw those, people smash them because they're considered unlucky, the 13. But this is the next day in the same Goodwill. I pop in here and you see that QB down there, and I just recently picked up a QB in this Goodwill for $20, like the week prior, last week. And then here's another one for $7.99. It just goes to show you that people in Goodwill, and the same Goodwill even, price things differently. It just depends on who gets a hold of it, who sees it, what people think in that day, I guess. But I do end up picking that up. I've sold both of the QBs. I sold that one for $80. But check out this insanity. Before I leave, they bring out a cart of shoes. I go over to look at them, and there's all these new pairs of shoes on there. Some rare, high-end shoes. All new. Did I mention that? I've already sold a pair for $115, another pair for, I think, $75. I got another pair listed for somewhere around $200. Just madness. Right place, right time there. I'll go over all that, in the haul part of the video. I decided to stop in Habitat for Humanity Restore because, well, my luck's running hot right now, so maybe I'll get lucky in here. I can tell you, spoiler, I don't. No luck in here. This place is just so overpriced on a lot of their stuff. Some of these appliances, they have like $30, $40. It's worse than Goodwill. And you can find good deals, at least in my local ones. Yours may be a lot better if you have one close by. But yeah, I sold a ceiling fan remote for $60 recently. I got in here. For only paid $3. But yeah, you got to come in a lot, and I just don't come in here anymore because I feel like there's just better places to go spend my time. I come in every now and then, but they sit in the back and they look up stuff on eBay and put it out, and they don't know how to properly research stuff because the prices are still random. Clue, Simpsons Clue, I've sold that on Amazon before. I decided to leave it this time for a reason I don't remember. There's some Skylanders in that box that was priced too high, but here's a Bratz doll, and it's priced $2.99. I'll take it. It's worth some money. Here's some of these LOL dolls, which I don't know a whole lot about, so I left them. I have bought them in larger lots before and sold them and done fairly well. I think they were the like smaller ones, though. So, yeah, $2.99 a piece. I'm not really interested in messing with them. I don't think there's enough profit. Maybe a little bit. A knife block. It's a generic one. No $300 Cutco. Baskets, shelves, all kinds of random stuff. But you know what? Actually, this is the next day. So this is a 3-day video of me sourcing, same Goodwill. I went back because I've been having so much luck, but unfortunately didn't find anything else today. Let me know in the comments if you see something I missed. There's a lot of stuff. It's easy to do that. A lot of great finds. Let me show you everything I found. Here is a great haul. Let's jump into this stuff. I guess we'll start with this QB down here. Now, I just got one of these at the same Goodwill like last week. Exact same color, model, everything. I believe I paid like 15, 20 bucks for it. Got it listed and, well, it sold today. And I sold it for $75 plus shipping. However, this one I only paid like $7.99 for, so happy to find it. I was also very happy to find these shoes. I was getting ready to leave and somebody at Goodwill brought out a cart of shoes they were putting on the shelves and started seeing some good stuff and I just started grabbing them. All of these shoes are new with tags, or new, not all of them have tags, but they are new. And they weren't marked up. They were only $4.99. Just crazy. They're all the same size, so I'm assuming they just came from the same person. I don't know what's going on exactly. But here are some of these Ralph Lauren polo shoes, a couple different pairs here, and they were looking pretty good. I think around $80, $75, $80 new for these models. But this pair of New Balance was, I think, the best pair. These were selling for, well, new. I saw some sell for over 200, I think. A lot of comps around 120, 140. Not sure what makes them so special. Got these Adidas here, which are probably the lowest valued ones. And they, I think I could sell these for about $60 new. So still phenomenal, don't get me wrong. And these New Balance were good too. I think, what were they now? Some $75, $80, maybe even $100. And then these actually didn't come from Goodwill. They came from a garage sale. They were $2. They're the San Antonio Shoe Company tennis shoes. These things sell new for around $100. They've probably actually been worn once. I would imagine somebody just put them on and they didn't fit right. They just went in a closet or something. But still, I think I can sell those for at least $50, missing the box and tags. And then at Goodwill, I just picked up a couple of these used pair of Fitville shoes, the same size. Great condition. I've been finding these Fitville shoes, or at least like maybe 3 pair since I've come across them. I don't know why I keep finding them. Honestly, they're not phenomenal sellers. And for people who watch my videos, you see me pick up this stuff, especially shoes. These things can take a long time to sell. You know, I have shoes that I hold for 2-3 years. I just wait for the right buyer to come along. You know, I'm in this full time. Somebody who's just selling part-time may not want to buy a pair of Fitville shoes that could sit for a long time and get, you know, $15 profit, because that's about what I'll get. 15 per pair, so about $30 there. But some great shoe finds today. If I'm to add all these up, I bet it's over $500. But I'll have it on the screen regardless. So I got this Fisher-Price vintage castle set from '94, and this was in a video, a garage sale I went to this morning. Everything else was from yesterday. Now I was doing a vlog type video, just not a sourcing video, and I kind of mentioned it in that video, but I'll put it in this haul just so everyone can see it. They wanted $15 for it. I asked if they would take 10. She said yes. These things can go for close to $200 depending on condition and how many figures you got. There's a decent amount of figures there. There's a skeleton in there which goes to like a Playmates, I forget what it is, Skeleton Warrior set or something. You don't see those very often. Not worth a whole lot though. But there's 4 cannonballs in there. And I sell the cannonballs when I find like the lots of the figures and cannonballs and stuff for about $20 for 2. So right there is $40. The figures are $30 to $40 if I was just to sell this bag. When you have the castle and everything, I think I could probably get $150 somewhere around there for the whole set. This castle is in really good condition from what I can tell. For the age, a lot of times you see these, the stickers are just torn, they're dirty, and broken pieces. They are big to ship, but people will pay the shipping on them if you're pricing them right. Something I would ship UPS for sure, because shipping it anything else would probably, you know, be in the $60, $70 range. I don't know, this tall part here, I don't know if you can take this off, but that might make it a little too tall to be in the lower shipping price tier. Anyway, I'll probably make at least $75 on that. At a garage sale, I picked up this GE vintage, I don't know what time period, 60s or 70s, I'm guessing. $2. She said it works, so that's one reason I bought it, but I didn't see this model or design on eBay. Checked Terapeak in the last year, didn't see any comps. Because of that, I'll probably price it $50. I see some from this same line selling for anywhere from $20 to $75, so I'll give it a shot at $50 and just lower the price from there. Now here's something that's not really valuable. I saw it at Goodwill. I'm like, ooh, sealed Jurassic World. It's a newer one and the plastic's kind of coming loose there, but I just bought it because it was cheap, and I'll put it in a tote with some other collectible toys, and we'll see if the price ever goes up. Paid $2.50 for this sealed Bunko game, and I think I was making about $15 profit selling it on Amazon. So that was a good pickup. Grabbed this Bratz doll. It was $2.99, and I got it because, well, it looks like it has quite a bit of clothing, good condition. I Google Lensed it. It looked like some were selling $25, $30, something like that. As I've mentioned 1,000 times, I have a Bratz doll lot that I'm going to be selling. Probably going to break it down in like $5 to $10 per lot. Just take photos and let people bid on them. It's probably how those are going to be sold. So I think in the end, just, you know, averaging out, I'll probably make it like $15 $15 on that doll. So here is a hat I picked up, this Square D racing hat, or I guess squared. I don't know how you're supposed to say that exactly. They make a lot of electrical stuff, right? Because I bought some plugs or something one time at Lowe's on clearance that I got for like $1 a piece, and I sold them for, I think it was like $120 a piece. I made like $3 grand. Anyway, this hat is not $3 grand. I did see one sell for $20. It was $1, so I just grabbed it. It looked interesting. I'll make a little bit of money on that, I think. Here's one of these Radica Sega Genesis games you plug into the TV. I don't see this model very often, maybe only once ever. So I saw it at a garage sale. I picked it up for $1. Probably sell it for like $20, $25, maybe $40 on Amazon. Here's one of these Boston pencil sharpeners. I looked up this model and I didn't pay $2.99. It was actually half off, so I paid $1.50 for that. But I saw some comps pretty decent on these. You know, at that, I'm going to make at least $10. I might be able to make $15. I'm not 100% sure. So check these out. These are some sealed handheld games, and I saw these at a garage sale kind of off in the distance, and I was walking toward them and I'm like, oh, this is going to be good. I think I just sold last week a Yahtzee game on Amazon. I got $120, $130 for. I don't even remember at this point. There's also some Radica solitaire free sell stuff like that can sell for $200, $250. Unfortunately, there's nothing super great here. I got this poker game. I think I make about $20 on Amazon sealed like this, and all of these are working. Battery's still working, so I will sell them on Amazon. Battleship, sold this before new. It will sell. It's not a great seller, but still I think it's about $20 average I make on that. Now this big screen Tetris actually I have to sell on eBay, because the one on Amazon has a different UPC and a different design. The designs are different. Currently none being sold new on the other model though. If this was on Amazon correctly, I could probably price this about $100 and maybe get a sale. I've sold these before new. I just don't remember how much I sold them for. Anyway, on eBay, I saw one sell for $40 new, and I don't think there was any of them on there. So I'll probably just put it on eBay for like $50 and see if somebody will buy it. So it's always great when you find new sealed things like this. Easy money. Losing my sunlight, so hopefully it's not too dark. It's always sunny and I'm like, I don't need an extra light in here. Then the sun goes down. Got a couple electronics at Goodwill. This Panasonic Omnivision VCR. I should have a remote for this. It was $7.99. If I do have a remote, I'll be able to sell it for about $50, $55 plus shipping. This is a good model. People like this model. I've sold it lots of times. Got a Sony DVD recorder down there. No remote. $10. Still should be able to sell that for about $40 plus shipping. So I'll make some money on it. I actually got 2 or 3 of those models. I got one I listed the other day. I know at least 2 in my test pile right now. Been going through all my electronics, my death pile, getting it listed, been focusing on that. Been getting a lot of electronic sales. I got like 100 of these things to test, so we're getting through it. So back here, I got this vintage crock pot. And usually I don't buy these, but when they're $1.99, I picked these up. No idea why it was priced $1.99. These lids, well, this lid alone, I can probably sell for $20, $25 plus shipping. The pot in here, $20 plus shipping. Even the knob you can sell for $10. If it's one of the power cords that you can pull out, I've sold those for like $12 before. Just depends on the model. Selling it all as is, I saw one sell for $35. You know, at $1.99, I'm making profit whether or not I part it out or sell it as a whole. I'll just have to do some more research and decide how I want to sell it. Here is a pretty cool find. I didn't even really find this. I was just at a garage sale and a guy was just kind of talking to me as I was walking around looking at stuff. And he opened this box that was on a table and he's like, yeah, here's some Mark's Apache war set or whatever. And I'm like, oh, how much did you want for that? He's like, oh, you can just have it. So he had a lot of collectible stuff. Some of it was priced high, so I was kind of shocked. I'm like, oh, well, if it's free, I'll take it. Should be some good money in here. I don't know. Like some of these sets can go for, I think, over $1,000 if you got the right ones. Now this stuff here, you got some of the Indians in here. I Google lensed a few of them. Some of them $10, $15. I think there's probably at least $30 to $40 in this bag alone, just parting out those Indians. I don't know if this is a complete set or what. I'll have to try to put it together and see. But still, I wouldn't be surprised I got $50 for those pieces. Free is always good. But there it is, everybody. That is my haul for today. Found some great things. Always good to be in the right place at the right time to get brand new shoes like that. There's no way those would have lasted, you know, even probably 10 minutes sitting there. Also, the free box of the Marks Indians. But if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button for me. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, flipping_junk. This has been Wick. Until next time.